Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. So glad you could join me this morning for the live trade with Paul, where our mission is to help you become a successful currency trader. And our goal during this session is to show you how simple to use but highly accurate our predictive proprietary trading indicators are. So with that, let's jump right in and see what we've got this morning. We need to first start by listening to this guy, and we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trade sessions. One, as a training mechanism to show you different trade strategies. We've got a dozen different signals that you could trade from. And as we train people, we develop a customized trade plan based around your availability to trade and your risk profile or your risk preferences. I do 3 live trades a week, Tuesday and Thursday, Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:30, Monday evening at 3:30. Every day around 4:15, I also send out a trade setup on an overnight trade that I take. That's using a slightly different signal than the one we're going to use this morning. When you become a member, though, we do live trades every morning at 10 and every evening at 10. And one of our kind of what we consider our secret sauces to creating successful traders is that we are always training. So we are always providing content. We are always showing you, going over the fundamentals, helping you continue to get better and understand you don't need a whole lot of strategies, but you do need some, and you need to know how to use them correctly. So that's what we focus on. I trade off of a little checklist that helps keep me correct or keeps me focused, so I'm not missing anything. And this morning I'm a little distracted because I am as soon as we're done here, I'm on my way to the airport, going up to Canada for a few days for some business. So there won't be much trading today. So let's see what we can find this morning. Every day, good to restart your green charts, clears out the memory and picks up any updates. At the end of every day, it's good to review the trades from the previous day. And last night we took one trade that is out of the money, and on on the demo account, first thing up, if that trade hasn't closed in the morning, by the time I wake up, I take a look at what the signal is. And this morning, when I got up, we were oversold and down across the board. We're still up on the day chart, but we were down across the board here. So even though we were, it was oversold, what I did is I hedged. And many of you ask me about hedging. So what I did, and what I did here is a price average hedge. So I took a sell position. I increased the lot size. So it only had to move a little bit because this is going down. It only had to move a little bit. Now, this was by accident. I didn't mean to do a 4-to-1. I probably could have got by with a 2 or a 3-to-1. But in any case, it is what it is. I took a sell to offset this buy as it started to go down, and that's because I've got a down signal across the board. This, because the lot sizes are different, this started making money. The sell trade started making money faster than the buy trade was losing money. This became more profitable than this, and then when it was at a good profit, I just closed both out. Now, normally, when I make a bad trade, I will just try to get back to zero and just call it a day. These are things that we're going to teach you how to do, and if you have that in your trading toolbox, it will help you be a lot more successful. So we're out of the bad trade. Last night, I don't know when, last night we had an up here, and here, and they changed. So when you notice they changed, we had almost, the signal, you can't quite see it here, but the signal, you can see it a little better here. We got to within a couple pips of this closing out profitable. So the signal was good. It moved in the right direction that we predicted. But then, 4 hours into it, it changed. Now, another technique you can use is once it does become profitable, say by 3 or 4 pips, say 4 pips. Once it becomes profitable by 4 pips, you can pull your stop loss up to your entry point. So if it does pull back like it did, it'll just take you out at break even. I didn't do that. The other option is that you can go ahead and hedge when the signal is clearly changed. And this morning I was up at 4:30, the signal had clearly changed. Everything was going, from the 1 hour through the 12 hour, everything was going down. So learning how to deal with bad trades is that's going to increase your accuracy 10 to 15%. And that's one of the reasons why you want to be trained. Anybody who's good at anything has had coaching. It just is. There's very few natural talents, and even those natural talents, they get better with coaching by having somebody give them some feedback on how to make small corrections. So with that, let's keep going. Got too many things here open, and I got to close all my windows here before I leave. We are technical traders, so we are trading based on the price action. The other way to trade is based on news. Even though we're not trading on news, we want to know what that news is, and the best place to get that is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact. I generally ignore both. Some people will pay attention to the orange ones and red. And as you can see, we've got no red items coming up till tonight on the Australian dollar. So we've got clear sailing. Nothing, no news is going to impact what's going on. And now the signal I'm going to use this morning is the 10-point trade signal. I like to trade it off of a 1-hour chart. It allows me to get in and get out within 1 to 3 hours. I like to be about 30 minutes into it so that the chart has a chance to form. And on this chart, you can usually get anywhere from 3 to 35 pips. My sweet spot's 11 pips. And my goal is to try to get lines from all three sections to line up. The chart we're going to trade off of this morning is the Light 6 Major, which was one of the standard layout charts. It is a composite chart where it's got multiple currency pairs. On this first one, they're all US based. And what I am trying to do is find, I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So I'm looking for situations where these lines are either below the oversold line pointing up or above the overbought line pointing down. And then what I want to try to do is we don't see a good example here, but I want to catch it when it's down here and ride it all the way through the channel, or catch it when it's up here and ride it all the way through the channel. When I get those trades, that gives me the highest probability of getting a winning trade and minimizing my risk. So I'm looking to get a winning trade, but minimize my risk. And if I can do 2 to 3 11 pip trades a day, I am doing terrific. You'll be doing terrific. You don't have to do a whole lot. You just have to find that one trade and get it to go. So here on the Australian US dollar, oversold going down. So that's not what I want. Euro USD, oversold going down. So no. Pound USD oversold going down. Dollar Canadian dollar overbought going up. USD Swiss franc, we don't have agreement, overbought, majors going up, minors going down. And dollar yen, it's kind of turned in the middle of the channel, about 3/4 of the way, everybody going up. So nothing across the board here that I like. Sometimes on the Euro USD, if I get a turn, I will trade that. But this turn, the line isn't steep enough. Like, I'm looking for a really steep line. Here it's starting to get there. The green line is starting to get steep, but we're kind of 3/4 of the way through it. So not for my risk profile. So I've cloned this chart, and I've got 6 other currency pairs that are non-Euro USD. Euro pound, if you followed my trading, I principally trade the euro dollar. I found it's easier for me and my limited brain to be able to recognize what's going on with one currency pair. That I've looked at that currency pair so much, I'm familiar. I kind of know how she likes to move. So a turn like this on the Euro USD, if I could catch this, I would trade this. Now that's outside of the normal strategy that I'm telling you, where I want to catch it up here and ride it through the channel. On a pair that I don't normally trade, I'm not going to do that. Here I'm sticking to just the basic vanilla, and I want to, if the setup's there, I know the setup works. I'm confident that it works. It'll work on any pair. So, so here we're 3/4 of the way through the channel. So there's nothing there. Australian dollar, yen, we're just reaching oversold. Minors are going up, majors are going down. So no agreement. Same with euro Canadian, oversold. Majors are sideways, minors going up. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, oversold. All the lines are going up, but I'm looking for a third element, and that third element is what I call a double cross, where the gray line's crossed over the black. So we have that, but I want the green line to cross over the red, and I don't have that yet. So even though I've got everybody going up, I don't have that third element, which is a double cross here. Other thing I don't like is I prefer the green line to be sloped a little steeper than what we have here. It's less than 45 degrees. I want it to be greater, minimum 45 degrees or better. So I'm looking at this slope. I also like it a little better when the green line is closer to entering the channel, because you can see, we've been hanging out here for 3 hours. I want to catch it. It comes down and turns and goes. I want to catch it when it goes back up. Pound yen, reaching oversold. Minors are sideways, majors going down. We've got an upside down duck bill here. This is telling me there's a little bit more in the down movement. Euro, Australian dollar. Again, it's turned in the channel. I don't like to trade this. I like to catch it up here and be able to run it down through. So nothing there. So let's go to our next grouping. So just more pairs. So I'm just systematically walking through, looking for the setup. Now I'm going a little slower than I normally would, because I can just look at it and just go boom, 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 boom in a minute and see if there's something I like. Here I'm walking through, trying to give you what I'm thinking about as I look at this, so that you can kind of be able to identify. So Canadian dollar, yen, we don't have agreement. We're in the middle of the channel. Euro New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. And we have the double cross. That green line is crossed over. Gray line's on top. We've got the plus of the steepness of the green line. That's greater than 45 degrees. The green line's entering the channel. So I like this. So 3 points here. And I'm going to jump up to my TNTs. Thick orange is going up. Thick orange is going up. Thin orange is going up. So the two oranges are telling me buy, agreeing with this. The blue lines are inversely related. So what that means is when blue lines are going down, that means buy. So the thick blue is coming down. Dotted blue is coming down. So all 4 lines are saying buy. I want at least 3 of the 4. So this is good. All 4 here. I'm going to jump down here to the pressure, and I want either both lines going up or the green line on top. I have the green line going up, but the red line is kind of flat, horizontal, or you could consider it going down slightly. So I don't quite have up pressure of any sort. But this I like. This is a setup, a good setup. And going back to what I'm looking for, so here we had the down move. If I caught this up here, bring it down to here, that's 50 pips over the course of 3 hours. And all I'm looking to do is carve out 11 of this. So I could have easily got that in the first hour. So that's what this trade strategy is trying to do. Catch it up here and take it out as it moves down through the channel. So here's the beginning of a good setup. But again, we don't quite have the pressure there. Pound New Zealand dollar. Oversold, majors sideways. Going back to this guy, it's approaching morning time in New Zealand. I think, what is it? New Zealand is 18 hours difference from us. So it's 1 in the afternoon. Is that right? 1 in the afternoon tomorrow. So we still got some good trading here. And it's 1 in the afternoon in Europe. So, maybe next hour this changes and you have the setup on the signal. New Zealand yen overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. So 3 points here. Good steepness on the green line. That's a plus. We're right at the halfway mark. I'll consider it as long as the green line is that halfway mark. So we're at halfway mark. That's good. On the orange lines, I've got thick orange coming down. Thin orange is horizontal. I want it coming down. So only one of the two. Thick blue going up. Dotted blue coming down. So I only have 2 of the 4 here. Only 2 of the 4 here. So I'm going to pass. I want 3 of the 4. It looks like we're bouncing on a resistance line here too. And sideways pressure with green on top. Red lines going up, green lines coming down. That's what makes it sideways. Red line is about to cross over, but I want either both lines going down, or green lines going down, red lines going up. I want both lines going down or the red line on top. New Zealand USD, everybody's going down. And we're almost over. We're reaching overbought. So this move has gone too far for me to take it. Euro Swiss franc overbought, and we have disagreement. So let's go to our last group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, oversold. Majors are sideways, not going up yet. Swiss franc, yen, oversold. Majors are sideways. And again, what makes them sideways? Red lines going down, green lines going up. Euro, pound. We just about reached oversold, but again, sideways. Turned in the middle of the channel. We don't have any steepness here on the green line, so I'm going to pass that. New Zealand Swiss franc overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross, so 3 points here. Green line just about to enter the channel. I like that. Steepness is just a fraction over 45 degrees, so that's okay. 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines going up. So that's, we've got all 4 up here on the TNTs, but the pressure isn't there yet. Pressure isn't there yet. Weak up pressure. What makes it weak is the slope of the lines and the distance between the 2 lines. So the closer the lines, the stronger the pressure. So here we've got stronger up pressure than here because of the gaps in the 2 lines. And when the lines are like right on top of each other, that's really strong pressure. So pressure isn't quite there yet. And again, it looks like we might be running into some a support line, which we saw on that previous on the 6 major 3. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, overbought. Everybody's going down. The red line's kind of sideways. So even though we have the double cross, we don't have enough steepness on the green line to take this. So we're going to pass. I am going to change strategies here. We have another trade strategy and again, one of the benefits of the program is you will learn multiple trade strategies. This is a little scalp trade, thick orange line. It is done at the top. You can use it on a 30-minute chart or a 1-hour chart. I like it on the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart, the trade's worth 5 pips. And what we're looking for is what the position of the thick orange line is. And this thick orange line is a scaled line. So when it's as low as it can go, this number is at 0. When it's at 0, it thinks there's no more down in the move. There's no more down in the move. That's a time to buy. When it's as high as it can go, the thick orange line number is at 10. It thinks there's no more up in the move. If there's no more up in the move, that's the time to sell. So right at the top of the hour, when there's less than 5 minutes left, and right now we've got 3 minutes left, we are going to, I'm looking for 0 or 10, or within 1 point of either end. So 4 isn't close enough, 4 isn't close enough, 8 isn't close enough, 2 isn't close enough, 1 isn't close enough, 1.4, I want it under 1, 2 isn't close enough. So let's keep going. 3 isn't close enough, 2 isn't close enough, 0.6, yes, that's within 1 of 0. So there's 2 parts to this test. One is that this is 0 or 10 or within 1. So this is. Then I want to see where the red line is. And I want this red line to be below the horizontal red line. This is telling me, the majors are telling me here there's more down in the move. This doesn't think there's any more down in the move. I want both to be extended, that it looks like there's no more down in the move. So I only have one piece of it here. So I'm going to pass. 5 isn't close enough. 5 isn't close enough. 1 isn't close enough. Or 0.7, that is close enough. That's within 1. My red line is better. It's better than this guy, but there's still more down in the movement. I want the red line below this red line. So we don't have it. Let's keep going. 7 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10. 2 isn't close enough. No, no. Yes, 0.5 is within 1 of 0. And this guy is, the red line is below there. Red line is below there. All right, so we're going to take a buy on the AUD JPY. AUD JPY, we're going to take a buy for 5 pips. So I don't have that open. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and I'm going to look for the AUD JPY. File, New Chart, and it's going to probably be down in this third group here, AUD JPY. I'm going to convert this to the 1-hour chart, so I'm looking at the same thing. I'm going to go to New Order. I have my lot size is going to be a function of what's in the account. I've got 13,300. This is a demo account. So I'm going to take 1.33. I'm moving the decimal place over 4 spots to figure out my lot size. I can either go half of this all the way up to double of it. I'm going to go right in the middle at 1.33. I'm going to do a market buy. Once the market buy is recorded, I'm going to right click, go to modify. This trade is worth 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. I put 50 points in there, click the little blue button. It does the math for me. And based on the accuracy of this trade, I can use a 4-to-1. So if I'm going for 5 pip take profit, I'm going to use a 20 pip stop loss, add an extra 0 to convert points to pips to points. And the only other thing I want to make sure is I get my full 5 pips here. So I'm at, I got in at 96.41. So I want to go to 96.4. If I add 5 to this, 6.9. So we took a buy on the AUD JPY, buy on the AUD JPY with a take profit of 96.469. 96.469 and a stop loss of 96.206. 96.206. I expect this to close within the next hour. And let's just to confirm the trade, when the new hour starts. Well, this might be a couple hours then. And why do I say that? Some traders actually wait till the hour changes like it did here, and they want to see this number change. And ideally, they want to see the thick orange line number change by 1. It didn't change. It's still, excuse me, we got in at 0.5, and it only changed, by 0.3, 0.2. And you can see the orange line when there was still a little bit more down in the orange line. So this is going to probably take closer to 3 hours to change. Closer to 3 hours to change. Still a good trade, but it's going to take a little bit longer. So we took a sell on the AUD JPY with a take profit of 96.469 and a take profit of 96.469 and a stop loss of 96.206. If you want to learn to trade, these indicators are highly predictive. Our instruction is outstanding. Our interests are aligned because once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money. We don't want you to lose our money. Basically, we're giving you an interest-free loan to trade with that you don't have to repay if you lose. So we make money when you make money. And part of our goal here is to help you become financially independent like Kevin Jones Sr. did when he first figured this all out. All right, thanks so much. I'm heading to the airport. Hopefully I'll get out here in South Carolina. It's funny, it's supposed to be a windy day, so they canceled school up in Boston. They would never cancel school for a windy day, and there'd have to be a lot of snow for them to get even close to thinking about it. But there's no school here today, so hopefully the plane will get off on time, and hopefully I won't get one of those the 757s where the fuselage pulls off while you're flying. Wasn't that crazy? Somebody forgot to put some screws in or something. Anyways, hopefully I'll be up in Canada in time to send out the overnight trade tonight. If for some reason I don't send it out, that's because my planes were delayed and I'm sitting in an airport somewhere. All right, thanks so much. We will see you again tomorrow night when I send out the overnight trade and Thursday morning. Bye-bye.